Hey guys, welcome to another episode of In the Kitchen with KK, because this is where real health starts, right back in your kitchen. I love sharing healthy goodies, life-enhancing tips to help you nourish your body with real food, simple, and empower you to have control over your health and get confidence in the kitchen. So I'm a certified integrative health coach. I have a certification in hormone health, and I am an organic chef, cooking completely non-inflammatory, but super delicious. Don't get scared, healthy is not what you think it used to be, right? Like leaves of lettuce. No, it is delicious, not deprived. No diets ever, that's my theory. We just take away the bad stuff and load up on the good stuff, and your body starts to make those great choices for you. But getting back in the kitchen not only saves you money, trims up your budget, it increases your health, and it blossoms the heart of your family, because that's where it happens, in the kitchen. So what am I doing today? I got really excited. I went on a hunt for the best protein powder. I do smoothie demos around, and I love smoothies because you do not have to be a chef. You don't even know how to do anything in the kitchen. If you can make a blended drink, and I bet you have, you can make yourself a nourishing, full body smoothie. Okay, but the protein powder is super duper important because a lot of them are filled with junk. And this pumpkin seed protein, by the way, is superior plant protein. You want to make sure it contains no junks, no fillers, no GMOs, no nothing, right? So I went to speak to the person that puts this together, that oversees the production and everything that goes into it. So this is another one that I highly, highly recommend. It's from Immune Solution, and Jackie Price is incredible. Jackie Page, actually, is her name. Sorry, guys. So you can get this right here in Sarasota at the Philippi Farms Market, and also down at the Venice Market. And we're going to be using, this is only 5 ingredients today, so it's easy. This is the only almond milk that I suggest you ever have in your refrigerator. Don't buy any of the other ones. They're filled with fillers, gums, things like that. Even if you take out the carrageenan, which many of you guys have now been educated to do, you still have stuff that could disrupt your gut, all right? If your body doesn't know what it is, or you have a hard time pronouncing it, chances are your body's not gonna know what to do with it. This just has 3 ingredients: sprouted almonds, filtered water, and Himalayan sea salt. So unless you're gonna make it yourself, get this. It's really worth it. A little bit of pure Madagascar vanilla, because this is unsweetened, and this is unsweetened too, just real whole. And when you get baking powder, we're just gonna use a little, make sure it's aluminum free, always, okay? And then the eggs, listen, I love going to our local farmers market here. We have incredible farmers that put the love and intention into the food. And part of bioenergetic cooking is the intention from seed to soil, right on up to who picks it, who delivers it, who has their hands on it before you. His daughters pick these, okay? These eggs are amazing. And pastured eggs have high omega-3s, about 300% more, without the antibiotics, without the hormones, okay? So that's awesome. Now this is gonna have 1 banana. When the bananas start to get a little dark, you put them in the refrigerator. They get dark, but they're still firm. So this is also one that you could do smoothies with, but we're gonna put it in here because we're giving it a little natural sweetness. And that's it, just those ingredients. So we're gonna start with the banana. And let me just pull this down a little bit so you can see better, hopefully. Let me pull my board out. Here we go. So just 1 banana, and you just break it up, and you use a fork. This is the easiest way, and just mash it. So nothing really big here. This is the way I used to prepare the banana for banana bread back in the day. And now, of course, you can go to my website and find a gluten-free, totally delicious banana bread, because people love banana bread, but if it's made with inflammatory oils and inflammatory flours, it's not doing your body any good, even though it might taste good. So we're just gonna mash this down with a fork. It's okay if you have some lumps, because we're making pancakes. All right, so let's get this out of the way. And next we're gonna add the protein powder. So 2 scoops, that's gonna be about a half a cup because I measured this out. So we're gonna have 2 scoops here. All right, so next up is the almond milk. We're gonna do another half cup. So we're just to these quarter cups. You're gonna use the quarter cup measure to put the mixture into the coated pan, which is already heating on the stove. Okay, so let's just mix this down a tiny bit here. Then we're gonna add the eggs. So this protein powder, you can tell it's real. It has a little bit of green. These are pressed, really delicious, amazing protein. There's nothing commercialized about this protein powder. Now we're going to be putting in the eggs, followed by the vanilla. And you know a good egg when the yolks are bright and yellow. Here we go. So again, we just mix this in lightly. And about a teaspoon of the, this is pure Madagascar vanilla. Do not get vanilla flavoring. Spend your money, get really high quality vanilla. And I'm not measuring it, but it's a teaspoon because I need the teaspoon dry for the baking powder. So just 1 teaspoon. This is a half a teaspoon, so we're just going to use 2. Okay, that's it. You can use one of these if you want, but since we've already started using the fork, that's fine. Just keeps things really simple, really simple. Okay, just let this sit for a few minutes while we pick up. You always want to keep your space nice and clean. All right, the cover fell on the floor. We'll get that later. To talk about the Teflon pan, let me get it. It's already heating up. It's heating up with real coconut oil. I like using the coconut oil. It's a little bit sweet. That's great. You want to invest in high quality Teflon pans, coated pans. This is an all-clad. Get the 8-inch and the 10-inch. You will use it all the time, but you do not want leaching from poor quality Teflon pans into your food. So definitely invest in some pans. They will outlast you, by the way. You need to invest in your kitchen. So this is heating up, and you do want it heated up real nicely before you put them in. And so this is getting ready here. And then we're just going to use this measure to put them into the pan. And the toppings, so for the toppings, do not get unsweetened or sugar-free chips that are filled with gums and lectin, stuff like that. You want just pure 100% raw cacao chips. It's the only chips that I have in my cabinet. They're right over here with a lot of the other dried things and all of my spices. You'll use them all the time, and they're fantastic. I put a little bit of homemade, this is homemade granola, which I keep in the refrigerator, and these are organic, of course, blueberries. Totally loaded with the antioxidant anthocyanin that gives them this blue flavor. All of the blues are excellent for your kidneys too, by the way. All right, so let's get over here and get these into the pan. Okay, we're back. Here's the pan. It's all nicely heated up. So I just used the measuring cup here to measure into the pan. Usually about a quarter cup is perfect. We're just gonna do 2 at a time. You wanna make sure you have enough room. And you just let them cook until they get a little bit, you'll see they'll get a little bubbly on top, and then you know it's time to turn them. And don't put the chocolate chips on before you turn them, because it'll kind of stick in the pan. It's better to put them on the other side. So we'll let these cook up, and then we're going to turn them. So it's on about medium high right now. Hey guys, take a look. They are ready to flip. And I just put a few blueberries in the top because I like the blueberries. Just get your spatula nicely under, flip them over, they're perfect. And they don't have to cook as much on the other side. We'll get our plate. This is where they're gonna raise up. The banana in them makes a really nice, simple, easy, natural sweetness. We've got lots of protein in here because, of course, we have the really good eggs. We've got omega-3s. We've got the pumpkin seed protein that's also loaded with other good nourishment. And super clean. You can see. So the backside is cooking really quickly. So this is all we need to do. So let's bring these back over and dress these babies up. Okay, so give your kids a choice for their toppings, or better yet, get them involved in making the pancakes and then they will eat them. But let them dress them up the way they want. I still love grass-fed butter, so I buy Kerrygold. That's Irish butter, and or you can get another one that you know is grass-fed organic. So take a look at that, and I like some in the center. Good fats are good for you, okay? So then I'm definitely gonna be wanting some blueberries on mine to make it fun, and of course a few chocolate chips, and there's a few blueberries inside. I also have a little granola in here, so let your kids dress them up any way they want. You don't need much maple syrup, so you may want to put like it in a little container. So maple syrup, seriously, you just need a tiny bit on top. I used to make Vermont maple syrup right on our stove in Vermont. You cannot replicate the nutrients that are in tree sap. In fact, so nutrient, they're selling the sap now as a drink. I wish I thought of that. But these are gonna be so delicious. Let's just take a tiny bite here and dig in. So think twice before you go to an inferior place to get pancakes. Go out to a movie instead. These were so delicious. And the fact that you know that there's really healthy protein in here is just worth its weight in gold. So this wraps up another edition of In the Kitchen with KK. So I hope you've loved this recipe. It is super delicious. Nothing beats good, clean food filled with energy. You will notice the difference because you can't fake real. Have a great day.